Let's head mostly east, a little bit north. Let's see here. So head this way for the next FN site. Well. South Seal Sand Sea.
Somebody fix this.
Needle Rock, BC. I wonder what BC stands for. I'm sure it's not British Columbia. There's a thing here. So I'll grab it really quickly. Come on. Yoink. There we go. Mining Probe G4, and that was a segment recon thing. Nice. I'm surprised that I didn't run over those guys and deal a little bit of damage and aggro them. So I'm kind of surprised about. Okay, so yeah, this one's here. Just don't get too close to these guys. Those guys should leave me alone. Lake Seal. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Install data probe. Sweet. Alright. Yep. And then I can probably go for this one, I think. So I'll be like underneath the orb. So I go this way. I believe that's one that I can get right now. I don't think that I need to like fly onto the orb or anything. If memory serves. Yeah, it's just here. So that's pretty much a freebie. I can just come over here and get it. Maybe. Okay, nobody saw me. We're good. FN site 414. Sweet. Alright, there we go. Another one. Build action succeeded. Yeah, all sorts of spots that I can get here. Sweet. That connects to that like that. I can go for this one next. So head north, a little bit east. 10% Sylvalum. I got another energy clip. Sweet. Yeah, I'm getting a decent bit of energy. It's able to last for a little while. I can... if it wasn't for the sound, I'd probably be able to get these without them noticing. But because of that, I don't know if I can. I might be able to. I might be able to jump around and basically land on / behind it without them noticing. Yep, sure can. Xenoblade Chronicles X. 10 BP, that's a lot from that. Well, that's a segment recon thing. No wonder it gave me so much stuff. I hop into my Skell, but I don't want it to be destroyed, and then I have to go back and like get it back again. So... ECL Sandsea. Am I actually gonna lose him? I actually lost him. Well, I'm going to this one by foot. And then I can fast travel to it and get my Skell to come over to it. And then keep on moving that way. Well, that worked out well. And I really want to play this in 60 FPS. Okay, strange petrified tree. Yes, I look at that and I think it looks like a tree. Certainly. FN site 417. I guess that's why it's so strange. Because it doesn't at all look like a tree. Okay, there we go. Let's really fill up this network. Okay. Oh, that one's on its lonesome for now. Yeah, just fast travel to it immediately. I'll get my Skell to come over. Will be nice. There we go. Skell's back. So... yeah, I better head northwest then. Is this on... which side of the wall is that on? I think that's on this side of the wall. I may as well get that one first. And then kind of loop around. Is what I'm thinking here. That's what I'm leaning towards doing. I'll collect a bunch of items along the way. Ooh. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Just don't get too close. Alien Reliquary. Reliquary, however it's pronounced. Okay. There. More stuffs for me. Yeah, you guys are cool with me. So don't mind me. Whoa. Guess I shouldn't have run into your leg. Yeah, I'm not gonna be going after them right now, I don't think. You're not alive, are you? So, I mean... yeah, so coming up on that, there'll be a harvestable thing in this next segment. Somewhere in this hexagon is a thing that I can harvest. And get some recon. Yeah, this one I can just snag here. Like this, just another freebie. FN Site 408. There we go. Yeah, I'll be able to make some pretty crazy networks after all this is done. Really get a massive ton of revenue in Maranium. It'll be awesome. If this is a treasure gathering thing here, field skill, archaeological, it says required field skill. As in, like, do I need the skill level, like it's locked otherwise? Or how does it mean? Now that, like, the traditional skill levels are no longer a thing. I might not be able to get that. It might be a little bit protected.
If I could just get one more shot in.
I'll try briefly. I will try here. If only there was like a lure. Yeah, that is locked anyway, so there's no point. So no point. So can I see hovering over any of these? Yeah, just like object alien reliquary. And not requiring a specific field skill. Yeah, like I've said before, if I had to guess, I would assume that I get those field skills through like the affinity missions of the new characters. Like the new content. Because you never had to do missions to get field skills. You had to level up your blade level previously. Which is no longer a thing. So I would assume that's how it works.
Oh, what have we got here?
And if that's surrounded by guys, you've left the squad switching to offline mode. What? Why? Why did I leave the squad? Online. I want to get reward tickets while I'm playing, please. That would be great. There we go. I'm at 298 material tickets. Nice. So, I mean... Man, it really gives you a sense of scale when you disembark your skull. Just don't get too close.
What the heck?
Dang it, really? Well, maybe I'm not getting this right now. Maybe not.
If I could just get one more shot in.
Damn.
Well, this is...
Yeah, just respawn now. Oh, well. So yeah, if it was sight, it would be a lot easier to sneaky sneak, but when it's sound, and they get alert if I just get close enough, that makes it a little bit trickier. That definitely complicates matters. Alright. So I'll leave that stuff be for now. I'm sure with like enough determination, I could probably still get something like that. Like just wait for them to kind of wander far enough and keep on sneaking close, but it's probably not too worth it. Just come back and get it sometime later when I can reliably get it. I may as well be like this because then I disembark faster. Faster being instant. All these battle points I'm getting. It is very nice. Okay, so there's the one that's over here. Just run over you. Okay, FN Site 413. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Okay, you didn't even start attacking me. I was a little bit worried when I saw you drop down, like you were protecting this site. But it looks like we're good. Yeah, that connects to that network like that. I got another storage probe. Man, I'm getting so many of these storage probes. There is definitely gotta be more probes in this than the original game. Like, there just has to be. I'm getting so many probes in this here video game. I can parkour back up this in a second. May as well harvest this. Thank you. Keep on accruing more battle points. I'm sure I have a shit ton of battle points that I can probably invest at this point. I'm sure. Probably parkour like that. Yep. And then let's keep on heading this way. Brilliant green liquid. Truly brilliant. Whoa. Some better turning like that. Sure, trek up this way first. Why not? Why ever not? Maybe more valuables and more probes and things. Skell wreckage. I'll take that. Thank you. Bunch of credits. Research probe G5. Nice. Yeah. That definitely concludes my exploration up here. Is definitely the case. There we go. Hey, Harmonia, I realized something that Xenoblade Chronicles X was 10th anniversary on Wii U version before Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition got released yesterday. It's almost the 10th anniversary. The original game came out in 2015 in North America on like December 2nd, and in Japan, where it first released, it was like April 4th or something like that. So it'll be the 10th anniversary of this game in about a week and a half-ish, 2 weeks-ish, something like that. So, oh. But they're just based on sight. Dang. So I can totally cheese them. Look, I broke combat. So yeah, the game's about to turn 10 years old here very soon. I'll get this sight, and then I'll probably go get my skill back. Yeah, that shouldn't have consumed an insurance. So just look at which way they're looking. They're kind of looking in. But they're more so around this side.
What have we got here?
Oh, that guy saw me! Oh, crap. Dang. Okay, that turret definitely poses some issues. Dang. Wait, I guess I can just do this. Here. What was that one icon on the map? I don't think I've seen that one yet. The one where the guy was like that. What is that? Character hangout. Elma cannot be found here. Oh. Character hangouts don't even matter anymore because you can do the stuff in the menu. Barracks hanger. Your skull has been replaced free of charge thanks to a successful soul challenge. I don't know if it said that before. So I guess in this game it makes it a lot more clear. Hey, you didn't actually use up any of your skull insurance because you got the QuickTime event right. Imagine if it worked like that in real life, if only. Do a QuickTime event as you get into an accident, and then you, like, all your insurance is covered. You're not gonna increase your rates, increase your premium, or do anything. Just like, yep, we'll just go ahead and fully replace that. Also, I'm pretty sure the insurance here is free in this game. Like, I don't have to pay for it. Or I guess you could argue that's just, like, built into the cost of the skill anyway. Pay for it that way. But it's not like you're continuously paying for it like you normally would with a insurance plan. Okay, so I'm sure I can get this. But, I just beat chapter 6 and I just unlocked skills. So now that I have skills unlocked, I'm going around the whole world putting as many data probes in the ground as I can to make, like, a vast network. So, oh my god, he really sees me from far off. My goodness gracious. Would I have to get that probe from up front? Which I don't know if I can. I'm pretty sure they'll see me if I do it from up front. If it wasn't for that turret, I would totally be able to get this sight. Is there a thing here that I can grab? That guy's totally alive, isn't he? I knew it. No, you weren't, Doug. Shut up. Don't pick a fight with that guy. I'm sure with overdrive stuff I could probably win, at least with Elma. Will the turret ever, like, turn around or something? The turret just keeps on looking this way just to screw with me. Yeah, Oh no, that's a full spin around. Yeah, I definitely wanted to go around putting a lot of probes in the last time. After I got that all. That guy's kind of looking right this way.
Not what I was hoping to run into.
Attack my friends, attack my friends, attack my friends, attack my friends. Oh my god, the turret just killed me. I was at 90% on that. I almost had it. Could I take them on with Elma and overdrive, I wonder, if I built up some TP first? The turret there, like, I'm still concerned about. I haven't spawned in yet. Oh, there we go. Wrong button. I knew that was gonna happen. Please get my friends. Please get my friends, not me. The turret doesn't AoE, so if it attacks my friends, it's always going to get me. So there isn't really an option, I think, of going after my friends. If it wasn't for that turret, I would be able to get this site. That's kind of the thing that's making this all fall apart. Oh my god, I got it! I was like, let's just give it one go with a Skell, why not? Oh, no more of those guys, no more turrets. I got it. Alright, there's a thing over here. Oh, it's up there, yeah. Are things in here gonna be super important? Like, I know to get them, I would have to just, like, cheese my way through and, like, super sneak. I can't actually fight guys in there all that well if I need to. So maybe I'll just leave it be for now? Sneak past you guys. By doing this. There we go. Yeah, that actually worked out really, really well. I'm glad I was able to get lucky there. Yeah, that is now an FN site that I have forever. Please don't see me and wreck me. Let's give you a wide berth because I know that you can see for a super far range. Yeah, this one should hopefully be a bit easier to get than the other one. No one's gonna ambush me and murderize me for getting that right. Give you guys a wide berth. Stay very clear of you. You're not gonna come to life and screw me, are you? Come on. Come on. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. Just got a Twitch ad for Tim Hortons, so I'll spread the word for the ad. Tim Hortons exists and has food. I didn't know that, actually. That's good to know. Have I ever been to this island in a previous playthrough, I wonder? Yeah, so that's how that stuff is connected. May as well go this way next. There's those quest guys. They're level 42. I'll probably just leave them be for now. Once I start getting Ghost Walker, I'm probably going to start getting, like, a lot more adventurous when it comes to taking on guys higher level than me. Oops, I was already zooming. Okay, this way I go. Small gangling camps around the perimeter of Batter Stronghold. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about those for now. Okay, so in here. I think this one is low down, but in case my memories are wrong, go this way. Okay. My memories were right. It's a good thing I didn't drop down. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Maybe you're not even aggressive. Whoa, is that the bike Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet? It sure is. Sylvalum starting survey. Nice. There we go. I just reached 20% survey rate in Sylvalum. 15% total in Mira. Go after, like, this one next. I forget if that one needs Skull Flight. There we go. I got a whole bunch of credits for that. Pretty sweet. That one might be in the cave here. You are not going to see me. You guys are not going to come to life. I'm going to get this thing here. I'm not going to get this thing here. Never mind. I probably can't go through there without dying right now. Yeah, this one's just on the outside here. Just another freebie. So thoughts on this game so far? Part of me kind of wishes that it was a Switch 2 exclusive because I'm so used to playing this game on PC now through like the Wii U emulator, and I'm used to playing this game at 60 FPS. So this game is usually running at 30, and there's a lot of times that it feels like it is decently less than 30, and it feels like a little bit of a slog. So, like right now, look at that. Where it's a little bit jarring, honestly. But apparently there has been like code found in the game for like 60 FPS that a lot of people think like might just be a code that's used with like the Switch 2, because the Switch 2 would probably be able to handle it. So I'm just kind of really banking on the Switch 2. I really am mad about the fact that in the character customization, the long-haired option on my guy that I always used was inexplicably removed. They left in a lot of the hairstyles of the original game, but they added new ones that weren't in the original game. But, like, they took out the long hair that I always would use on my character, so I can't even make my guy anymore. My guy may as well be dead and buried. And it was definitely a lot more convenient with like a Wii U gamepad, just being able to look at the map and like keep on moving forward, holding forward on the left stick, making progress to your destination, while you see like your movement on the world map, rather than needing to pull up the world map and completely pause everything here. So there was definitely more convenience there. So those are the ways that, like, those are the flaws that I find with this thus far. But I like the art style more than the original game. I do like the new looks, the models of the characters. The UI improvements are amazing. There's a lot of quality of life improvements. There's a lot more rewards for going around doing things. Like in the original game, this percentage that you can see in the top right here is where you can't see it right now because it says auto-saving. There. I've got 21% for this area and 15.3% for the world. That used to basically just be completion percentage just for the sake of completion percentage. It's just there for you to know, like, this is your rate of completion. Plus, you would need to have, like, certain thresholds of completion in certain areas to do the next story mission. And that's all it really existed for. Whereas in this game, you actually get, like, rewards for surveying the area. So it feels like there's more incentive rather than just doing, like, the bare minimum that you need to do the story / getting the probes in, or just having, like, the number go up just for the satisfaction of the number going up. There's, like, actual more tangible rewards here. This game gives a lot more probes. Probes are these things that you put down here and it generates you like passive income of Moranium, which is a useful resource, and just like the actual money in this game. So it's good to have things down in a network. But you only got like so many of each probe type. They're a finite resource with the original game, and they're presumably a finite resource in this game as well. So when the game tasks you with generating like so much Moranium per tick or so much revenue per tick, and you only have so many probes to work with, and you need to like do really smart things like, oh, put a booster probe here so it boosts all these things around it, and a duplicator probe here, and do like these specific things where I had to Google it at points because like the probes I had were so limited. And so getting like these thresholds that I needed to for certain quests just felt like darn near impossible. But this game seems to like shower you in probes. I swear, I'm getting so many more probes from just like looting stuff around the world. I'm getting probes for completion percentage. Like I get the 40% here and I'll get a mining probe G10. That's fantastic. And it just feels like it's not going to be like as difficult to do like these intricate networks. And you can just kind of free flow it a little bit better, I feel like. There's some new mechanics like energy in this game where usually you have to wait for an art to fully charge up before you can use it. That's the way that's always been in every single Xenoblade Chronicles game, is your art has to be fully charged and then you can use it again. There, get some more recon here, and then I'll start looping around here. But this version of the game introduced like an energy meter. So looking under the arts, it's quick cooldown there. It's a little green bar that's under here. So you can expand that energy by like completing quests and doing like map completion stuff around the world to expand it. It refreshes after each battle, like so you only have like that amount per battle. And you can spend it to pop an art early, like proportional to how much recharge it had left. So I could do something like Primer, and then before it's fully recharged, I could hit Y and just pop it again. It won't let me because I'm not truly in combat, like that guy isn't aggro to me. But if that guy was aggro to me, I'd just be able to hit Y and spam Primer as many times as I wanted until that was used up. Or maybe I do Primer early and then I use this early. Like, if there's a case where you want to use a specific art, but it's not charged up, you can do that and just like spend your energy that you have for the battle, and it's actually really quite nice. It does definitely make the game easier than it was before, and more abusable with things like overdrive. Like I was able to get infinite overdrive like right off the bat, where it would be a little bit more of a struggle in the original game, just because I could keep on spamming arts early and I was able to pertain that a little bit better. But honestly, I kind of like the changes. Some things have just been removed that were in the original game, like blade level. You used to have to level up your blade level in order to be able to harvest different things from around the world. So you would start at like level 1 archaeological, technological, and biological, I believe. So like maybe this tree thingamabob here, strange petrified tree, might say, oh, I can't harvest it. You need level 3 biological level. And then I need to like level up my blade level. And every time I level up my blade level, then I get to level up one of those field skills 1 point until eventually I can harvest all the things. But this game handles it differently. Instead, it just lets you harvest everything from the get-go, except for a small handful of things that say, yeah, you need the archaeological level or the biological level, which considering blade level isn't a thing anymore in this game, I guess you just get those from like specific quests, and I would assume some of the new quests that were added as part of new content is probably how I would end up getting those. But right now I don't truly know. But it is really nice just being able to go around the world and harvest almost everything right off the bat, instead of being like, man, I can only harvest like a handful of things right now, and I have to remember to try and come back here when I get level 2 or level 3 in biological or archaeological, and it's just kind of annoying. But with blade level being gone, I don't really understand what the point of the divisions is anymore. Like, you would choose your division at the beginning of the game for the way that you would accrue blade points, essentially. Like, you do the activities pertaining to that division, and then you would get blade points. Uh-oh. But now there's basically no point to the division. Like, there's probably still, like, the buffs that come with each specific division that the game never actually seems to tell you about. But considering there are no blade points and there's no, like, division points or anything, I genuinely don't understand what the point of choosing a division at the beginning of the game is, apart from, like, the buffs that the game never tells you about. But yeah, I can't wait for the Switch 2 when Nintendo reaches the 2010s in terms of console strength. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. And if I can get this going at a bit of a smoother FPS, that'd be great. Who's your favorite character from this game, from the Wii U version? Probably Elma. Second favorite in terms of character might be Lao. In terms of gameplay, I would have never really played around with the other characters all that much. I would just have to say Elma there, but I do quite like me some Gunband, some Matt Mercer. Does this game let you set waypoints on the map? It does, yes. I only did it once, and like by accident, where I accidentally put down a red pin on a quest. I never actually checked if it'll show them on the map, though. Map shortcuts. Not map shortcuts. Mark segment. Find self. How did I do it? I did it by accident once. I don't know how I did it. Map like this. Oh, place marker like that. And you can set what kind of marker it is. And it looks like you can set 200. Which is interesting. So I assume they're not going to show up on, like, the mini-map there, because they would get so cluttered if you had, like, 200-some things. Can I remove this? Yeah, go ahead and remove that. But it is nice that you can mark a bunch of things that you want to mark. I don't remember if that was in the original game or not, honestly. Well, that isn't connected to anything here. I could probably get this one next. I won't be able to get these ones until Scale Flight. I think I can get this one without Scale Flight. So I'll head west from here. One of the best quality of life changes in this game was in the original, you would have like a bunch of party members that you could recruit. My god, this frame rate. There's a bunch of different party members that you could recruit by doing missions, and if you wanted to use them in your party at any given point, you had to go around and like to the place that they hang out, this frame rate, and talk to them, and then put them into your party from like the plate. Mining probe G6, another mining probe, hell yeah. So you kind of had to like memorize where people were, or I guess there would be marks on the map, but you would be clicking a whole bunch of tiles being like, is this where Arena was? Is this where Gwyn was? Is this where Lao was? Until you eventually find them, and you have to walk up to them and then add them to your party, and it was just like so much hassle. So if you want to change out your party in the middle of a mission, you had to go all the way to NLA, run to wherever the hell the person is, talk to them, and put them into your party to rearrange, and it was just kind of annoying, honestly. This game, change your party anytime, menu right here. Want to take out Doug? Doug is out. Want to put in Lynn? Bam, Lynn's in. It is so good. And just having like the whole grid of all the characters here, rather than needing to seek them out. It's so nice. And in the original game, any character that you didn't have in your active party wouldn't gain EXP. So you may as well have like your main team, and anyone that you're not using for a while is going to be basically unusable until you take time to grind with them and have them catch up, because their level is going to be so low in comparison. But you'll notice how everyone's level is about the same here, because those that are on the bench still gain experience. Like, they don't gain class experience to unlock new arts and stuff, so there's still a reason to have them in your party. But in terms of raw strength and level, they still gain experience, which is really nice. So the fact that I don't have to seek people out, and the fact that they gain experience in the background, actually promotes me to, like, experiment with different party members and try them out. Plus, another important change is in the original game, basically every story mission would require you to use your main character, Elma, and Lynn, since they were always present in cutscenes. So far, I've had one story quest that actually required me to use all three. The other ones have just let me use literally whatever characters I want, with the only requirement being, like, the main character that I created at the beginning of the game, like your playable character. But apart from that, the other three slots can be whatever you want. And then Elma and Lynn will still appear in cutscenes as if they were in your party, even though they're not. So it gives you better gameplay and just has the story go on along as normal, as if nothing had even changed, even if they're not in your party. So the fact that I'm allowed to actually use other party members, the fact that I can quickly pop them in, like, in a moment's notice without having to seek them out, and the fact that they'll gain level, so they'll always be around my level anyway, it makes me actually want to use other party members. I, like, did not use other party members, like, much at all in the original game, because it was just so tedious and so limited with, like, my options to do so anyway. So it's so much better in this game. And I really quite like that. So this game definitely has a lot of improvements compared to the original. I should be able to go around this way. I just never really engaged all that much with other party members. I had to have, like, myself, Elma, Lynn, and then maybe a fourth party member sometimes. Some story missions would even restrict you to just your character, Elma and Lynn. So you'd have, like, a party of 3. And then it was only during some missions where maybe it would let you bring in a fourth. Like, the final boss, for example, it would let you bring in a fourth. But at that point, your fourth is going to be so weak and under-leveled if you haven't been going around doing side content, and it just kind of sucked. So there's a lot of improvements like that that do make this, like, such a better experience, honestly. Again, there are some things that I prefer about the Wii U version over this, but there are definitely more pros to this version compared to the Wii U version. I greatly appreciate the follow there, Chino Tadad. Did I rush the Skell? A little bit. I mean, I already have 20 hours in this game. It just came out yesterday, but I already have 20 hours in it. Boobity bop. So I'm kind of going ham. Oh, that was the thing for this segment. Nice. And now that I have the Skell, I'm going around getting, like, all the segments that I can for now. Only the, well, all the segments, all the probe sites. So I can get everything but the small handful that needs Skell Flight that I'll get sometime later. I think after I'm done putting down all these probe sites, I'll probably start the affinity mission for one of the new characters, because I do want to see the new content of this game. But, yeah, which bosses are tough in the Wii U version? It depends on how you're playing the game. Like, bosses that I would have found tough on my first playthrough would be very different from bosses that I'd find tough on subsequent playthroughs. Just because on subsequent playthroughs, I'd kind of, you know, understand how overdrive works a little bit better and be able to abuse it. Something that I would have had, like, my first playthrough. Attribute Resistance Probe. Interesting. I'm pretty sure this one I can get without Skell Flight, if memory serves. Like, I remember really struggling with the final boss in my first playthrough. I remember really struggling with the Chapter 5 boss in my first playthrough, and I had to, like, go out and grind and come back and deal with that. Nowadays, stuff like that isn't that big a deal. I remember my playthrough 3 years ago, I super wrecked the final boss with overdrive. But I really struggled with the final boss in my first playthrough. I went into that cave in Noctilum and just grinded funds until I could get a better Skell. And even though, like, the final boss drains your Skell fuel, because your Skell gradually gains fuel while you're out of it, I would just wait for it to, like, gain a decent bit of fuel, hop into it, use one art on the final boss, hop out, wait for it to charge up again. And that was how I dealt with the final boss. Oh, it probably does need Skell Flight. Or it needs me to go through, like, a specific cave system. I think it might be a specific cave system one. I might not actually be getting this one right now, then. So that might be all the FN sites that I can get in Sylvalum right now. Oh god, oh god. Yeah, I can't wait to play this game. Probably also a little Rush the Skell. Did you play the original game, Chino Tadad? If I'm saying that correctly here. Oh no, there's the way up here. My memories were not lying to me about this being one that I could get right now. But I think my brain associated, like, going through a cave to reach there, because this site is right next to, like, a really large cave. Please don't kill me. Haven't played the original game. Okay. Well, I mean, rushing the Skell does take a little while. The game has 12 chapters. You can only get the Skells after chapter 6, and you only get Skell Flight after chapter 9. So it does take a little while. I mean, doing the first 6 chapters is going to be a lot faster than the later 6 chapters, because there's more and more prerequisites to do before chapters as it goes on. So, you know, chapters 1 to 3 is super fast, quick succession. Little smidges of things that you have to do before chapters like 4, 5, and 6, and then, like, the later ones are just like, yeah, here's a whole bunch of prerequisites for you to do. So, it does take longer and longer. You can somewhat bum rush the Skells, but you do have to go through a lot of story stuff. Yeah, I think that's all the stuff I can get before Skell Flight, because this is on the elevated platform. And I'm pretty sure I can only get up there with Stealth Flight. I don't remember if there's any goodies that I can get in here first while I'm here anyway. Assuming these guys don't murderize me. But yeah, your traversal options do very much open up when you get the skells. And even then, I can only use like this skell right now. This is the freebie that's given to you, a level 20 skell. I'm level 28 right now. And the next, like the lowest level skells that you can buy are level 30. So I literally cannot even buy a skell. Well, I can buy a skell from the shop. I just can't use it for a while. I literally can't buy and use a different skell from the shop. I can only use the starter one, which is not great for combat. So I'm just using it for like traversal, like cheese my way through to some like early rewards and stuff here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 12 chapters. Like it could be 13 now with a new epilogue, but I'm pretty sure it's 12. All right, I'm not getting any crap from this cave. Just respawn now. All right, I think I'm done with Sylvalum for now. I think I've gotten all the probe spots that I can. Yeah, I think it's time to move on to Cauldros. May as well hop into my skell now so that I appear in it after I fast travel. Yeah, so I haven't touched Cauldros yet. This playthrough, 0% survey rate. I can't get a massive ton of probe sites here. Like, I think most of these, you either need Stealth Flight or it becomes a lot easier to reach with Stealth Flight. But I can get some for now, so I'm gonna get some. As many probe sites early as I can.